In this home, we wanted to meld the style of the husband and the wife, right? Because he has a very modern aesthetic and likes really clean lines and bold finishes, where she wanted a little softer, organic textures coming together. So we would work together and find inspiration to bring both of their styles together so that they both felt at home in this home.
Hey guys, and welcome back to 38 City to Sand. I'm Jenn Fowler, and today we have a special treat for you guys. We're here with Kristen Yonson with Swatchpop Interiors, and she was heavily involved in the decision-making on this home, along with the homeowner and HP development, and all the design choices, the colors, the styles, and we're gonna show you what it takes to make a home a home.
Come inside.
Today, we're at 106 South Southern Cross Lane. This home sits on a massive 0.55 acre home site. It's 5 bedrooms, 5.5 baths, and 5,200 square feet, offering unparalleled luxury and privacy here in Watersound Camp Creek.
Hi, I'm Kristen Yonson of Swatchpop Interiors. And what's awesome about this home is that any homeowner can come into this home and feel fresh and light and airy and feel like this home really can support them and their family and their needs. So one of the first areas that we really wanted to address was the fact that the homeowners wanted a barrel ceiling. And there were some challenges with that, with these windows that, went from all the way from floor to ceiling. But we figured out a way to cove them and continue with the barrel all throughout this hallway with this beautiful staircase, and then accent it with lighting that was really interesting. We're still finalizing some of the final details on our punch list, so we're working through that now. In the foyer on the other direction, we did this beautiful limestone large scale tile to break it up. And then it leads to this beautiful and really fun powder bath, where we found this antique marble sink, brought in the brass hardware, and then determined that we wanted some sort of architectural detail for the mirror that goes all the way from the floor to ceiling, and some really beautifully textural brass lights. In this particular home, I got the joy of working with a homeowner and the builder on coming up with a plan that worked best for them. So we started with the architectural plans, and we discussed kind of the elevations and the exterior finishes. We came into the home and talked about the layout, how they operate, and then started picking finishes based off of their aesthetic and their lifestyle. We also worked with inspiration pictures to determine what they liked about them, what they didn't, and then we sort of molded our styles together to make sure that it will function the way that they want, but also be beautiful. This kitchen, we wanted to feel like a really clean space, but also add textures and warmth with the natural white oak cabinetry and this Taj Mahal quartzite that we worked with Emerald Coast Fabricators to do this huge 12-foot island. We moved the sink out of the way so that this could be an entertaining space for gathering, and then did this shorter backsplash in the stone and brought in a tile for an additional element. And then we also did a full height backsplash here with the Taj Mahal quartzite, which we love. And we have a retractable hood that actually comes down so that we could really capitalize on seeing this backsplash in its full potential. These are concrete pendant lights, so we wanted something, again, with a little bit of texture and a modern feel, but the brass chain really brings in a little bit more of her traditional taste. One of the coolest things that HP Development does is offer these Scullery spaces so that your kitchen is clean aesthetically, and then you kind of have this back kitchen that you can work from. So this Scullery in particular, we decided on a really dark color to make it moody because we could. And then we chose true appliances where it's a separated fridge and freezer with a wine column in the middle. We We also added a built-in coffee maker and microwave, an additional sink, and ample storage. One of the most incredible features of this home is this floating staircase in front of 2-story windows with our beautiful leather chandelier. One of the most fun pieces of this home is this full height backsplash bar that we also worked with Emerald Coast Fabricators on to light up with this Cristallo stone. And we'll have some floating shelves for barware above. It's dimmable, so you can determine exactly how light or how dim you'd like it. Another cool feature about this bar is that there's a built-in sink as well as the pebble ice maker. One feature that I think is left out of a lot of these Florida homes is a fireplace. And I know that personally, I love the idea around the holidays and even in January when it's cool here to turn on the fireplace and get to enjoy that cozy warmth. So this fireplace is made out of cast stone specific to this fireplace. And then we Venetian plastered the whole top all the way up to the 16-foot ceiling. This master bedroom is spacious enough to have a full king-size bed with large nightstands and room for a sitting area with a view of the nature preserve. Okay, my favorite feature is this incredible closet. Come look. It's white oak cabinetry with floor to 12-foot ceiling storage that leads all the way into this incredible bathroom where we have limestone tile and plaster walls. We chose the plaster walls because it just brought an organic texture in here that made it feel really seamless and clean, but also unique. This bathroom is the perfect combination of that modern feel with the organic twist of bringing in those natural textures, like our white oak cabinetry, the limestone floors, and the Cadillac plaster walls, with some of our brass finishes in the plumbing and a more contemporary looking tub. This other back bedroom could be considered the second primary. We decided to color drench it because it had such beautiful natural light. It also has a grayish-green tone, which brings in the natural trees and grass from outside. And then with the beautiful floors that transition into a dark tile and this moody bathroom, we chose to do a floating vanity with white oak stain, the Calcutta Viola countertop with a mitered edge and a backsplash on it, and some really fun lights, as well as this really deep green tile that goes all the way up to the 12-foot ceiling. To accent this really long hallway where all the secondary bedrooms come off of, we decided to continue this huge barrel ceiling all the way down and bring in some textured light fixtures with leather lampshades. At Swatchpop, we're really intentional about bringing in form and function together so that as a homeowner, you can really love where you live. We're all about the art of living well.
All right, thanks so much, Kristen, for showing us around.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, for sure. So guys, let us know in the comments below if you like this series, because Kristen's worked on some other houses with us and we're happy to take her around and show you some more. And we'll also put Kristen's contact information in the link below. Don't forget that this home is for sale. Let us know if you'd like a private tour.
Feel the sand between our toes.